to another exciting episode of Ball Heads. I'm your host, your co-host, LaVille Gray Senior.
I'm your co-host, LaVille Grace Jr.
What's going on today, bro?
Man, another beautiful day in Cleveland. You
Right.
know how it is.
Raining cats and dogs and
Yeah.
75 degrees. So Siri said, or Alexa woke up and like, hey, Alexa, tell me what the temperature is today. It's going to be 75 degrees. She left out the rain
It
part.
doesn't look like your device supports that yet.
Yeah, now she got something to say.
Yeah. That's that Florida 75.
Right. So I guess today's topics we're gonna briefly touch on the quarterback thing we had going last week with Eli and Ben Roethlisberger. Quickly, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we'll see. We might have a guest chime in. We'll see if he show up. So we'll say it after that. But we're gonna discuss Caitlin Clark. See, she got her new deal.
Hmm. Well, I'm under.
Or I guess we'll dive into that. Did she go to the Big Three or did she take the WNBA
Yeah.
route?
Yeah.
So we got that. And we have a running back list that we want to show you all. What year is this from?
The 2000. We're gonna touch on the draft and the 2017 draft a little bit.
So yeah. But I guess we might as well get started with good old Caitlin. Let's put up her let me see here. Let's put up her numbers. See what she's got going on here.
The face of women's sports right now, right?
Yeah, well, listen. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
At the moment.
I mean, it's deserved.
Nobody. Yeah, it's definitely deserved. She didn't work for it. She didn't.
I think she
got the
is
accolades for it.
right. Absolutely. So, the girl is fire. So it's I don't, I got no shade for this young lady whatsoever. No, I think like I said, the girl is fire. So,
All right. So her contract with the WNBA. That's up, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So her contract with the WNBA. Let's see. It's 4 years. I know she went number one overall the other night in the WNBA draft. So this is the contract in the WNBA for new talent coming in, right? Caitlin Clark, biggest thing in women's college basketball over the last 2 years. Even though she's playing at the same time as Angel Reese in the South Carolina dynasty, but Caitlin Clark, let's see, she got 4 years, $338,000. That's that's what you got to look forward to. So this is my question. So we know that the Big Three was offering her 5 years. I'm sorry, $5 million for I believe 4 years. Do you think she made the right decision going to the WNBA rather than going to the Big Three?
I believe. Okay, well, this is what I think. I think that right now, with the current state of women's basketball and everything, they're trying to get accomplished and they're trying to establish themselves and grow their brand. I think it was important for her to stay with the WNBA, because I think if she would have left and went to the Big Three, if she'd have chose the Big Three instead of going to the WNBA, I think that would have been a huge blow to the WNBA. Especially right now when they're trying to grow as a entity itself. It's hard for the WNBA, because of the NBA.
Yeah.
you know, and so they're trying to like make go to that next step. So yeah, I really believe that that was a good. I think she made the right move with going to the WNBA.
All right. So let's look at the contract a little bit more in depth. She got 4 years, 338,000. Like I said, first year looked like she's gonna get 77,000. Second year, 78,000. Got a little pay raise there. Third year, 85,000. Okay, and she makes almost 100,000 her fourth year in the league at 97,000. I just her justification has to be is for like the cause. Then that does sound like the only real justification for the decision to go the WNBA route rather than the history.
Well,
She left a ton of money on the table, but if she really feel like it's about something bigger than just the money, then you got to respect it. Actually, you can't just it ain't even just like it is what it is. Like kind of got to respect it. So
I mean,
kudos to her.
yeah. Well, clearly, it got to be about more than just the money, because if it was literally truly just about the money, then this wouldn't make no sense. So it got to be. She got to be like really. You know what I'm saying? This got to be more than just about the money. Like I said, I think it's about trying to establish something in the WNBA.
Right.
Because
and of course, she got the love for the game and all that.
Well, yeah, clearly she.
We got she got that. Anybody gonna say that? But.
Well, yeah, clearly she got the love for the game. I'm not even questioning that at all. Like the girl, like I said, she hits on she checked all the boxes for me as an athlete. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like I said, I think her choosing to go with the WNBA is ultimately going to be. I think it'll even pay out financially better for her in the end because I think the big three will always be there. She ain't had to like make that her first stop. You know what I'm saying? She could do this, win a couple of rings with the WNBA, and then be like, all right, now I'm gonna go dominate these dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she could take that route. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like to welcome all of our TikTok followers as we stream live. Once again, another episode of Ball Heads. For y'all who just joined us, we're talking about Caitlin Clark and her decision to go with the WNBA as opposed to the Big Three, the Ice Cube led league. So, yeah, like I say, I really think, I think she's gonna get a lot more. Well, I think she should have went anyway. It was gonna be, a lot of controversy and a lot of, coverage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I think, anything negative is going to get more coverage. So she would have decided to say, you know what? Nah, on second thought, I am going to go to the Big Three.
Right.
Yeah, I think, everybody would have been, that's all they would have been talking about was how Caitlin Clark ditched the WNBA to go be a part of the Big Three. So, I think that's, that's what we have with that.
You think that would have been like the lead story most places that she's going,
Absolutely.
That is a diss to the WNBA rather than she's trying to go compete against
guys and
all that.
They would have used. I think it would have been both.
They would have played both angles. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think the major story would have been, how will she match up against these guys in the NBA? Because once you cross over there, they're like, oh, okay, now, say all the gloves are. We're gonna be comparing it. Like, okay. Let's be honest. You think she can back somebody down? She can take a hard foul, like you know what I'm saying? Right. Then them questions is coming up and they legit questions. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Draymond Green.
Well, right now the Big Three ain't got no Draymond Green, but who knows? Like I think Draymond time, and you know what I'm saying?
No, it's just the point. Like you always gonna have those people in the league that do hard fouls and
Yeah.
Who really might fuck you up.
But,
and so
yeah, I mean, I think you were like, lightweight joking about the Draymond Green thing. But keep in mind, I think Draymond Green's time in the NBA has come to an end because with the with the Warriors being eliminated, and we'll touch on that a little later on the show. But you know, his future in Golden State is like really up. His future in the NBA is like really up for grabs because he's been such a headache and everything right now. Like,
you don't think he's gonna be there next year?
no,
You don't think Draymond Green gonna be with the Warriors?
I don't think he's gonna be in the NBA period next year. I think he might retire this year.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting one.
I mean, and for me, I don't even see
How old is Draymond Green? Hold on.
I don't know. He like what, 34? You know what I'm saying? But he been in the league for like what, 8-10 years now? See how great he done got?
Yeah, he great as hell.
You know, he got 4 rings. Like,
yeah, 34.
Yeah, that's what I thought about that. So that's it. Like it would make sense. He always been suspended. Like he done got to the point now. He blinked 3 times in a row, and there's a tech and a suspension coming with it. Not to say, listen, I ain't even trying to take up for Draymond Green. Like he don't do the stuff that get him in trouble. So because that happens. I'm just saying his present state of where he at in the NBA. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he was to retire or whatnot, and then you see him playing in Ice Cube's league. It just wouldn't shock me. Because then he can go there and really pretty much just do whatever he want to do. And I mean, that's even like in a basketball, not just all his outlandish antics that he do, but I'm talking about his style of basketball. Like, because Draymond Green to shoot a 3, he'll bring the ball up the court. He'll play point guard for half the game. He pay for more if they allow him to. And like in the big 3, he gonna be able to do that. You know? So, and then that would be interesting. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I would be worried for this young lady if she was playing in the big 3 and Draymond Green all of a sudden plays there. That's concerning to me. If I'm her dad, husband, cousin, brother, yeah, I'm like, oh, sis, I don't know if you want to do this. The dude was choking out Rudy Gobert. You know how big Rudy Gobert is? Rudy Gobert, like 7 foot, and you know, what Caitlyn got coming?
All right, so do you think Caitlyn will bring more exposure to the WNBA at all? Do you think they'll get better ratings and we can see some of this stuff that people can, you know, bring up go away some?
I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I think, of course, she'll have her following that she brings. You know what I mean? Like every other superstar that come before her bring their followings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't think that this is going to propel their league to where they want it to be. I do think it'll help. I mean, it definitely couldn't hurt. But to answer your question directly, no. I don't think now this is going to be like a sellout event in all of these arenas and, you know, it's just going to be, you know, this is what's going to put them over the top. I don't. I think they're too far from being put over the top for this to do it.
Right.
Like, I don't believe they're as close to being what they want to be as maybe someone else does. Like,
yeah, it's tough when you got competitors and they have a better product. Like it is what it is.
Right. And I mean, you know, like I said,
I hate to put it in those terms, but
that what is a better product?
Yeah, like it's the same reason a lot of people don't watch. What is it? What's the Rocks football league?
Oh, right, exactly.
Yeah, the
UFL.
UFL, I think.
AFL.
It is.
I think they merged. They
did merge over
the summer
before the season started.
Yeah,
I'm just basing on the name of the league.
Yeah, because again, the NFL is the juggernaut.
Yeah, that's the pinnacle. That's
you know what I'm saying. That's where you want to get to.
That's where all those dudes wish they was playing at.
Exactly. That's why they're playing there with the hopes that, hey, maybe, just maybe, one of these NFL teams catch my highlights or hear I done did so and get another shot to be at the big show. So that's what that is. So, but yeah, Caitlin, I listen. I wish you all the best, and like I said, I think the young lady is really talented. So it's not that at all. You know what I mean? So we'll just see how it works out. All right, that was a good one on her.
Best of luck to Caitlin Clark this year.
Let's see here.
So, she had a stellar college career and all that.
But keeping it along the
basketball lines.
let's see, can we blow this up at all?
That just comes down also.
Oh yeah, you know what that is. Actually, we could do it that way for a minute though.
Now we're going to transition to this NBA stuff. The NBA season is
all right. So right? Yeah, so it came to wrap a couple of days ago, and our beloved Cleveland Cavaliers is the number 4 seed, and we're playing Orlando, and this ought to be interesting. You know what? Honest to God, if I'm being honest, I don't think it's going to be interesting. I think we'll win this series 4-0. We might get a sweep, or it'll be a gentleman's sweep, 5-1 into this series. But we should 4-1. But we should take this series quite easily. I don't see Orlando being that big of a challenge to us.
What's the strength of the Orlando team?
Well, that's it. That's just it. They don't really have a strength.
they like won through good coaching and shit like that.
Well, that too, and they got I mean, it's not the greatest coaching. Listen, they got a handful of players that's average at best and a lot of things. Nobody's really a standout shooter. Okay. They ain't got a real bad defensive threat or a real down low presence where, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so I think they're a lesser version of us.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I don't think we do nothing particularly well.
I mean, shit, that'll explain why it's the 4-5 game.
There you go. We got look like Boston is playing Miami first round.
Boston and Miami. Ooh. Don't Miami got their number? Miami got Boston number, right?
They really do. But here's the thing. It's odd because through the regular season, I feel like a lot of teams got Boston's number. I think we got Boston number. I think the Heat got Boston number.
I mean, but the Heat done beat them in the playoffs last few years also. It's not just the regular season.
76ers. I mean, true. This is true. Yeah. I mean, we just talked about playoff victories and losses. Then yeah. My point is everybody has favored Boston to be the team to come out of the East, and for my money, I just don't trust them.
Yeah.
When you all right, well, yeah, this should be an easy. They're gonna come in. Jaylen Brown gonna have about 28, and you know what I'm saying. You got Porzingis, and he gonna have about 22. You know what I'm saying. Then they got the little dude who they got from White. You know what I'm saying. And he gonna drop Holiday. You know what I'm saying. They got Drew Holiday, and they loaded right now. And then you watch a game, and none of that happens. All these people play. But the extra stuff just don't happen. So, it just, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's going to be an interesting matchup. Yeah, the Buck and the Pacers, man. this whole Giannis and Doc Rivers. Listen,
Have they looked like they were supposed to look yet? Because the season over with. Everybody said just give it time, wait for it. Has Dame came back?
yeah, dang back.
So it looks smooth now?
No, it don't look smooth.
What's their angle with that?
I mean, I guess I mean, okay, it don't look smooth, but they did go on to like a little win streak, and you know what I'm saying. They done won like 3 out of the last 4 games or something like that.
They won 3 out of 4.
Yeah,
But the NBA, that's like all right. So you did good over the last week.
well, it's the week leading into the playoffs.
I guess so.
So if you wanted to tune
Yeah,
up,
if you keep doing 3 out of 4 in the playoffs,
yeah, that's a ring. You do you do that all the way through.
Right.
So we'll see about that though, because like I said,
Hey, I still got high hopes for Dame. I want Dame to get all the things he has coming to him as an individual and as a player, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. Cause it's like why couldn't they make the deal happen without giving up? Not Drew Holiday. Is it Drew Holiday? Yeah, Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday in Boston.
Yeah. They still had Drew Holiday. I think it'll look better.
I mean, but you gonna want Dame over Drew Holiday, right?
Yeah, you do.
And Middleton came back. You know what I'm saying? He been hurt half the season, so he back now. And so they hopefully they can be like a big three. That's the thing now. Like everybody trying to get these. You know what I mean? And I think they just put names in there. Like, I don't know how Chris Middleton would be a big three on anybody's big three. 1/3 of a big three, like Chris Middleton, really? But yeah. And I ain't saying that, I mess with Chris, you know what I'm saying? He's decent.
I get it.
But yeah, that's where it ended at for me. So yeah, and then we got New York and Philly. For New York. Because Embiid is back. So
Embiid or
yeah, and this is what I'm saying. If Embiid is back, how do you take Boston? You got Giannis and Dame. Like for my money, like I said, I don't trust Boston enough to put them at the number 1 seed, and they just the person to beat. So that's why. And like I said, Embiid just came back. Like if I had to put some money on it, I'd say Embiid going to the dance because I don't know nobody on the East that can mess with him.
You think Embiid better than Giannis?
Yeah, I do.
Like that much better?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, if you ask me who I want Embiid. Like he's unguardable. This dude is listen. He's like 90% from the free throw line. He's wet from the 3-point line. He is unstoppable if he actually just go down there on the block and do big man stuff. If he decides to step out midway, that's water. Like his problem is staying healthy. That's what's going. You know what I'm saying? If he stay healthy, then that's who I'm going with. But the whole thing is him staying healthy.
You think they could get to the finals this year?
If he stays healthy, I do. That's who. If he stay healthy, that's who I'm betting on.
Okay.
Only thing that could change my mind to make me be a fan and go with Cleveland is if they get out of the second round. They get out of the second round, all bets are off. They get out of the second round, that means they are balling and they is on a roll, and now they're gonna be hard to beat. Because if they playing with confidence, they're hard to beat. The Cavs' problem is their big men are skinny. And when they start getting taken advantage of, it kind of derails the whole team.
Yeah.
You can see that everybody's body chemistry. The point guards are just throwing stuff up. They ain't even trying to run plays no more. It's all ISO and shoot at the end of the clock. I might pass it to you with like 2 seconds. You ain't even got a chance enough to get a a good, decent shot off. Like that's what the basketball turns into.
Okay.
So we'll see how this play out.
So what you think about OKC and New Orleans?
Poor Zion. I just watched Zion. Well, New Orleans.
That right?
Yeah, because I just seen them.
So Denver number 2 now? Okay. So
No, because Denver's playing the Lakers. Yeah, right. Yeah, Denver playing the Lakers. But I just seen Zion go down with injury last night. I seen it when it happened. As soon as I seen him throw his head into his jersey, I'm like, I was telling my brother-in-law, like, oh yeah, he's not coming back in the game. Sure enough, he didn't come back in the game. So, I don't know. I just don't know. I really, I couldn't tell you whether or not, you know what I'm saying. I don't think they really they stand a chance without, you know what I'm saying. I don't think they stand a chance without Zion. So, and I don't believe Zion's playing anymore this year. When whatever happened, his head, like I said, he threw his head into his jersey, and that that let me know that he knows it's serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
well, best of luck to Zion Williamson.
Yeah,
he done had a rough couple of years.
The thing with Zion
off the court.
The thing was off court stuff is that's just this new wave. You know what I'm saying? I don't pay that. I don't get that no energy. Like the young man is a young man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's successful, in shape. Well, I was just about to touch on that. He's a young man, and he's rich, and he's famous. All right, so things like that gonna happen.
Yeah.
Now, from time I first caught wind of Zion and Duke, I said then, he way too big. He ain't gonna never make it on the next level because being that big, and the kind of wear and tear that's on those knees, it's too much.
Yeah,
it's too much.
He's jumping all the time,
and you can do it not here, there, in the third, and it's cute, and it look, you know what I mean. But to sustain that and do that for a whole career, his body just can't, and he struggles with his weight. Like everybody don't have the LeBron James, work ethic. Like Bron, you ain't, you ever heard about LeBron being out of shape?
Never.
Like
when LeBron was Zion Wilson age, that nigga looked like a lion, like a legit like you
like the king, right?
Yeah,
listen from the gate. LeBron embodied all of it. Like, okay, chosen one, you know what I'm saying? Go early. King James, the whole nine. Like, he lived up to the hype. Zion was like, oh, bruh, it's lit out here. Like, they love me.
Yeah, he was kicking it hard.
And he's been kicking it. Like, and, listen, I ain't going to knock him for it. But I think this is why his game suffers the way it does, because he's not all about keeping his body together. Like,
that's fair.
And I don't think New Orleans get out of the first round though.
Wish the young man the best. All right, so we got the Clippers in Dallas. Now that's an exciting one.
It's supposed to be.
Well,
but the
Clippers. Wait, before we start this, is Kawhi Leonard healthy?
Yeah.
They got healthy. They might do something.
Yeah.
They might do something this year.
They're supposed to. They got a healthy Paul George. Like, everybody's healthy. Right?
Everybody's healthy. Russ healthy?
Yeah, Russ healthy.
They got Harden too. I don't know why. I just feel like.
I think it will be exciting.
They might do something with that.
I think it will be.
I trust Kawhi more than the rest of them, so they might do something with that.
Kawhi's the only one I trust.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying.
So, but all of them together, I think it will be exciting. them playing against Kyrie and Luka. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no telling when Luka's gonna go off or Kyrie gonna go off, or if they go off for the same game. And you know what I'm saying? They got it. Listen, they got Tim Hardaway Jr. over there, like he puts on the show. So they got pieces over there in Dallas that I think we're gonna see a lot of fireworks in this LA and Dallas game. But again, I just don't trust the people on LA. I trust James Harden to be James Harden in the playoffs. Not there. Like, you got this big name, like, oh, it's James Harden.
What about Luka in the playoffs? What's he known for?
He just ain't had no squads. Luka fire. Luka not playing.
Okay.
Luka not playing. Like he
so he's gonna give you one in the playoffs. It's a team effort.
Yeah. My little brother said Dallas all day.
All right.
We'll see. I don't know. That's gonna be a good one. Like I said, there's enough people on LA for it to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like, just listen to LA squad. Like, I would think they got the potential to do something. Like I said, you got Kawhi Leonard. He know how to win the rings.
Well, yeah, on paper, and unfortunately, it always look good on paper.
It sounds like he got some of the best role players in the world to me. Like, you got, Russ, James Harden.
He got some of the best players in the world. Used to be. Like,
I said role players.
You got Russ. You know what I'm saying? He did his MVP season with averaging a triple double. And James Harden used to be this prolific scorer, and Paul George is one of the best, if not the best, two-way players playing defense and offense. So, like I say, it all looked good on paper, bro. It looked good on paper.
Hey, real quick on this on Russ in his triple double season.
Right.
I never understood what you meant by like it's an empty triple double until Luka came in the league.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, okay, that's a triple double.
There you go.
That's what that's supposed to look like.
Right.
Yeah. So I get
you
that.
10 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. And I'm like, for one, you shot the ball 98 damn times. And for you to only score 12 points, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's horrible. Like, yeah, it's a triple double on paper, sure.
Yeah. Listen.
That wasn't a. You can't dominate every game like that.
Listen,
or at least he didn't.
I love this analogy. Like, there's a whole bunch of driveways in the world. You know what I'm saying? And everybody always say, like, well, one driveway just as good as any other driveway. Well, we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Some driveways are nice and spacious and smooth. You pull in, you feel like, oh, my car is safe here. Then other driveways you pull in, and like the concrete is broke up, there's gravel everywhere. You get out, you twist your ankle and everything. It look real shady over here. Your car don't seem safe over here. But it's a driveway. Yeah. So that's Russell's triple doubles. He got that triple double. And that's all I used to be trying to tell everybody. It was like, this is, we hyping him up for nothing. He won this MVP. And I was like, this is ridiculous. In a league that LeBron James is playing, you gave Russell Westbrook an MVP. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
I got you on that one.
It's ridiculous.
All right, let's move down to the Timberwolves of Phoenix.
Timberwolves of Phoenix. Hey, listen. So this is gonna be a good one too.
So them Timberwolves.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one because again, KD is healthy.
Right.
Booker healthy.
Right.
Bradley Beal is healthy.
Right.
So they need to do something. They need to go kind of deep in the playoffs too. And I don't believe they will because I think they got like a different version of the same player 3 times. They got
three like just straight scorers. No, that's all you're gonna get.
Yeah, you got 3. You know what I'm saying? Or they can dish every now and then, of course, because they are like basketball players. But That ain't nothing that they either one of those guys are known for. All them guys are scorers.
Do they have a good facilitator of the ball?
No, he's in Golden State. That was Chris Paul. We got rid of him. So you don't got a good facilitator of the ball. No, you don't.
Okay.
That's what you need is a point guard, somebody who to run the show. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's for. So yeah, no. And this dude, Anthony Edwards, that they about to play,
Yeah.
this dude's an animal.
He for real.
He for real. He for real. And when he get to going, he get the rest of them young dudes going. Because they got a whole squad full of little boys. And they up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Oh, they're gonna run you to death.
They are. They are.
Okay.
So yeah, that's gonna be an interesting matchup in itself as well. So yeah, listen.
All right.
NBA, man, I love this time of the year. These playoff games, these be lit.
We're gonna bring up the last one. Maybe the best one. The Nuggets and Lakers.
Nuggets and the Lakers. Listen. While I know, good money going on Denver. Hands down, they like this ain't even gonna be close. I disagree. I think
Hey, LeBron lock in for the playoffs.
and
He a different dude in the playoffs.
and he don't lose consecutively to teams. Like you don't beat him twice, 2 years back to back. If you get him this year, history say if you play him the next year, you guaranteed to lose. Because he a student of the game like that. He studied like everything you do. All your mannerisms, characteristics, everything. Like he take it all. He actually scouts you. He makes sure that, you know what I'm saying, he know exactly what you're doing in and out. And man, he is like playing out his mind from the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? He playing big man ball. He go down low, bully the little dudes when they down there on the block. The thing is, listen, if he can get Anthony Davis to play like Anthony Davis, I think they got a better team than Denver.
Did Denver lose somebody from last year's team?
No, they didn't.
You think Lakers had a better team last year too? Then
I do.
okay. You think they just didn't win?
Right. I just don't think they lived. I don't think they lived up to their expectations like they could. But yeah, if you go down the starting five to the next 2 or 3 on the bench, and you compare that to Denver's, you know what I'm saying, Lakers and the Denver, to me, I just don't see. I don't really see the comparison. You take Jokic, for me, Jokic and AD, right? Of course, I'm gonna say most people gonna take Jokic, but is that like a huge disparity? It's not, right? So that's all right. Joker at 100%, AD gonna be what at 92, 93%. So I'll take that, right? Okay, so who you pair up with Brian though?
Well, defensively, they don't got nobody who can.
Who you put on them? Who you offensively then?
And he gonna be checking. I would assume probably not Booker.
Exactly. He ain't gonna be checking Booker. Exactly.
Yeah.
So he get to play safety.
Yeah.
He get the wrong.
Yeah.
That's bad news.
Yeah.
And, they got Austin. You know what I'm saying? I love him. You know what I'm saying? D'Angelo Russell, Hakimura. They got
a squad.
They do. And I'm telling you, I truly and honestly believe which I believe he will have them. I think they're ready. I think they're ready. This is gonna be one of them upsets when he walk off the court and everybody asking him questions and he just he gonna just nothing. I thought that they would come out and that's what they did, Doris. That's gonna be one of them LeBron games. I think they win this in 6 games. I think they win it 4-2 Lakers.
Okay.
That's my take.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I think.
Lakers over the Nuggets.
Yep.
4-2.
I mean, because they got Jamal Murray and you know what I'm saying? But after that, everybody else is just a role player. You know what I mean? There's nothing spectacular.
It's not spectacular about them, but
And I don't think their role players are better than the Lakers role players. And I think the Lakers got a lot more little role players, you know what I'm saying, scattered through their blood.
I'll say this. Just because we did see the series last year, I will say last year, I don't know if their role players played above the usual standards, but they did have a strong playoff performance last year.
Right.
One dude, Brown, became kind of known.
Right.
They got some okay guys, behind the first two.
Mm-hmm. Listen, they do.
But again, role players.
They do. And like, you know what I'm saying? KKP, he good. He won that year that LeBron then won in the bubble. He was with them, and then he went to Denver. So now he done won.
He done won too.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? And he playing and I thought that was a bad loss for the Lakers. And he actually went and proved that, yeah, it was a bad loss. So, see how that worked out for them. But like I said, I got faith in the boy. And if I'm gonna put my money anywhere, I'm definitely putting it on LeBron. So that's that. And so that's our review on the NBA playoffs. We'll see how that works out. I ain't been doing no betting lately. I don't know about y'all. Like every time I do a parlay, something happens. Like so, trying to get away from the parlay thing, But so yeah, like we said, we had this running back list from
2017.
Yeah, so switching gears, we're gonna go ahead and put this up for y'all because this was extra interesting. This was extra interesting to me.
The running back is kind of the forgotten position right now in the NFL. Running back and middle linebacker is kind of it's a weird position because they want to be like this hybrid type player rather than having like a more defined singular role. Like back in the day when running backs did more, run out the ball, linebackers were supposed to be like tacklers, thumpers, roam sideline to sideline, hit people. Now with the game becoming more of a passing league, they want the running back to be more of this like third wide receiver option. We might throw it to you out the backfield once the play get going, depending on what happens. So now that made the linebacker have to become more of a coverage man also, which it's not as many great linebackers in the league now as it was in the early 2000s because it's kind of like what do I really gotta study and get good at to be a good linebacker? So that's kind of where the league's headed right now.
Well, that's just that was loaded right there. You said, look.
I'm sorry, that was my sidebar.
The league. I totally agree about how everything has morphed into where we're at right now.
Right.
Like that's why, me and you shared the unpopular opinion that we should have traded Nick Chubb 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because we understand, like, we're not a running team. While everyone thinks that, the Cleveland Browns is a running team, and, I don't know why they don't pound that ball. Like, I don't know how many different seasons we got to go through when he show you we're not a running team.
No. We have a good running back.
We got a couple good running backs, and we're going to run it. We are going to run it. It's not like we totally abandoned the run. We do run the ball. But we're not
a run-first offense.
We're not. It's not even it's not even our primary concern. We'll get to a point in the game where we don't even think about handing the ball off to the running back anymore. And that's a common thing for the Cleveland Browns. We do that often. Like every Monday morning after any loss or win, all I hear anybody complaining about is why they didn't give Chubb the ball more. And that was when we had Baker and we had DTR in there. What was the other guy's name?
Philip Walker.
Walker.
What was his nigga first name?
I forgot his name just that quick. Like
PJ Walker.
PJ Walker. I was trying to forget all of them because with the exception of Baker. Baker, I didn't mean that. You my dude forever. But even when we had Baker, and everybody thought that, Baker or anybody who they thought was, couldn't throw the ball, shouldn't be throwing the ball. Oh, you know what we did? We threw the ball. That's exactly what we did. We really threw the ball. Like it's insane. I don't understand why anybody thought that. I don't know why, Well, I do get it. Nick Chubb being the guy that he is, you would think like, oh, that's all we're gonna do. But everything that we do shows you that we are with the NFL and we're moving in this direction it's getting away from it just handed to the running back 45 times a game. They're just not going to do that anymore. It gets to the point where all you're doing is throwing the ball. With people who we knew shouldn't throw the ball. Again, like I keep telling y'all about the Steelers game that me and Jonah went to. I promise God, I watched the game and I watched it in its entirety. And I would have swore it was one of the games where we actually ran the ball a lot. This dude threw this ball like 48 times. When I seen the stat sheet, I couldn't believe it. But it just further let me know, like, no matter what we think, that's what we're going to do.
That's what we're going to do. We do the ball out with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
We throw the ball a lot.
No matter who back there, we're throwing the ball.
All right. So this is the 2017 running back class for the NFL. Hey, I saw this list and I said there need to be a documentary, a 30 for 30. There got to be something done to document the greatness of this running back list. Because I'm gonna just read off the names to you guys one time. I know you can see it. For our folks on TikTok, I'm gonna read them off one time for you. 2017, the Jaguars selected Leonard Fournette. The Panthers selected Christian McCaffrey. The Vikings selected Dalvin Cook. The Bengals selected Joe Mixon. The Saints got Alvin Kamara. The Chiefs selected Kareem Hunt.
Wow.
The Steelers selected James Conner. The Packers got both Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones. I remember they had both of them through the whole rookie contract for both of them.
Wow.
And then also bringing up the rear in the 7th round, the Chargers selected Austin Eckler. And he's been the touchdown king twice. So that list right there is kind of, that's a special running back class. I know we're saying that the position is going obsolete and they're moving away from it. But a lot of these guys on this list, they do got that dual threat capability. And
funny. All right. That's all the cream of the crop of the running backs in the NFL.
Yeah.
Son, do you know what all of these people have in common?
What's that? They're on different teams?
They're all on different teams.
Yep. Well, actually, that's not true.
Who's still on the same team?
Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara is still with the Saints.
Alvin Kamara.
The lone standout. But everybody else, everybody else is on a different team.
That was the saving grace right there, y'all. Yeah. Alvin Kamara on the Saints. Kamara. That was it. My bad. I said correctly. Right? Yeah. Right. My bad. I said correctly. But y'all get my point though, right? See, this is what I'm telling you. Like, that's why I wouldn't put big dollars behind a running back anymore. I just wouldn't do it. Like, I think, I don't know. Like, this because, and I don't know what to do with the running back position at this point. Like, I think it is what it is and where it's going to be, but it's just not an important factor like it used to be. Bro, love, what's going on, man? I see you out there. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, that's what it do though. Like,
I mean, some of you guys still
What is
doing that
considered
variable,
big
but-
dollars? Listen, all of these, like, what the Chubb got? 34?
No, they made a restructure recently because of his injury. He was supposed to make like 20-something million next year. He's going to make like
Yeah,
12
20
now plus incentives.
yeah. That's about where I'd be at for a running back. Running backs, I wouldn't go no higher than 12 million a year, and that's for like big names like Nick Chubb. Like anybody under that, you're gonna have to run for me for about 8-9 million at this point, because there's so many points in the game where we're not gonna use you at all. Like, you know what I mean? You're just gonna be a decoy. Unless you can make yourself valuable and get open, Christian McCaffrey, you know what I'm saying? Like, outside of that, I don't know what to tell you. It's just to the point like we just don't use them enough to justify using that kind of money. You got a certain amount of dollars that you can 12 million for 12 carries a game. Nah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying though. That's insane money.
But it's 12 carries and 7 targets, you mean?
Yeah, but just go ahead. That's what I'm saying. That's insane money. That's why would you give a running back 12 million a year? And like my brother-in-law said, what you gonna give it to him maybe 12 times?
Well, that's why a lot of teams are, in fact, moving away from giving running backs big contracts and just redraft them out of college every 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
right?
Why pay a running back?
Them little. Everybody gets some. You get draft choices every year.
And this is the most important thing. You got to remember this. This is the number one thing. Adrian Peterson only took the Vikings to playoffs twice, 3 times. How much does having a great running back actually move the needle for you in as far as wins and losses these days?
Exactly.
You know, Derrick Henry, he had 2 2,000-yard rushing season. I'm sorry, 1 2,000-yard rushing season. Another season where he just led the league rushing yards. How far he get in the playoffs?
What did he do for Tennessee? And that's why the whole move to get Derrick Henry and he went to Baltimore. I'm like, no, that don't scare me at all. I'm not like, oh, we got to deal with Baltimore now. You know, it's just how often is he gonna be the focal point of the game? Like,
right.
How often is that gonna occur?
I would have been more scared if he went to Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh actually still utilized their run game in a more dominant fashion.
Well,
and maybe that's just because they ain't had good quarterbacks the last few years.
That too, and again, like they're not like Terrell. You know what I mean? They're not like TD. You know what I'm saying? Like from the Broncos.
Yeah.
Like he took games over. Like he legitly took games over. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's my theory about great running backs is you actually do got to pair them with a great quarterback. That way, it's going to do something. Like they actually are already scared of the pass game. You can't go. That's why the fit with Baltimore don't fit, because
nobody's scared. Right?
We're already scared of the run game. We're already playing for the run game. So
exactly.
So okay, you got Derrick Henry now.
Right. That's the point. Like I didn't believe that this helped anything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So but this list right here proves what we've been saying about this running back. Like I said, none of these guys, and these are all elite running backs. Like all for them to come out 1 year, that's insane. And none of them are at home except for Alvin Kamara. You know? And I think he just then got lost in Yonkers. Like,
but he's again one of those guys who's made himself useful in the pass game. Therefore, he's still useful. So
true.
He just stuck around a little bit longer.
True. It just like I said, man. It's a weird thing, man. It ain't weird. I guess it's just the evolution of the game.
Yeah.
But I'm an old head, so watching football and what I grew up on, and like it's hard to convert into this new way. I watch games now, and I spend half my time just in utter disgust at the quality of the game. Like
we watch football now and be like, what is it? Why did he do that? Why did he do? Why did he jump over the field goal line?
Like, oh my God, like these are like real huge no-nos, and like
Is he tired?
running backs run straight out of bounds. Like nobody about to tackle them. They just like, oh, that's far enough.
I got the first down.
Then he got the oxygen mask on. So I'm like, but these are professional athletes, correct?
What? But they don't actually have to work out in off season. Let's take that down.
Yeah, like so.
We're gonna do the whole off season NFL thing one of these days too, because that's
It's just.
I can't wait till they start talking about them.
Right. So it's just that that's just where we at, man. That's just where we at in football right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just that's what football done. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's what we done got to. So that's just how that go, man.
More stuff coming, like no hip drop tackles, stuff like that.
God,
the game will keep evolving into something that we just it's foreign to us. So.
Yeah, right. Because that's exactly what they're doing. Like now, like we are slowly but surely deleting tackling.
Yeah.
Because this hip drop tackle nonsense is just that. It's just nonsense. Like, bro, what are we talking about?
Right.
So this dude done got past me, and he in reaching distance. Like I can grab him.
Right.
But I shouldn't grab him around the waist.
Well, he might get injured that way.
Hopefully. See, that's what we playing for. See, me being a defensive guy, my job was to hit this guy so hard he don't come in the next play or next couple plays. And if he can sit out for the rest of the game, job well done. And I know all the moms and the nerds right now are like, oh, but I hate to inform you all, this is how this game was designed to be played. So, bro, I don't know. Like I said, it's just done got to the point where this is like really, 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 really getting crazy. So yeah, that's just where we at with football, y'all. So
yeah.
And we'll get first hour. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back. We'll see, can I get this guest? We had a guest we supposed to be bringing on. We'll see, can we get him on? So we're gonna take a small intermission, and we'll be right back, y'all. All right. Thank everybody for tuning in. All right, y'all. Y'all give us 1 second. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Ball Heads, where the conversation get real. Everybody giving you raw football breakdown like this.
That's where you come for that. All right, y'all give me a minute. We'll be right back.